butt. There's money in there.
Game is butt.
You helped Ashley roll a lot.
Can you put eagle core?
How do you spell it?
E or eagle.
Eagle core?
Eagle core. Yeah.
Who?
He helped mom tag Soda and Emmy, or not me.
No, E S F.
What the fuck are you saying?
You know
Something.
No. You're not going in this.
What
Okay.
about S-Fan Jr.?
I can fit two more. Anyone else?
S-Fan Jr.
Who the fuck? Who's S-Fan Jr.?
He's a paladin.
Not S-Fan.
Wait, but is he actually helped, or is he just named S-Fan Jr.?
No, his name's just S.
Yeah,
brother, right? If he doesn't.
That's something good enough.
Shut the fuck up!
Water fox.
Water fox? What's the fox?
What's a
What
fox?
a fox. He mainly helps me.
Sure, that's fine.
Strong swing.
Alright, strong swing, and that's it. No more.
One more.
swing.
Snatch pen.
What about G2G? I feel like G2G's helped a lot.
G2G has helped a lot.
Snatch pen.
How do you spell it?
S-N-E-G-P-E-N.
S-N-E-G-E-P-E-N.
Did you get wow candies?
Wow candies? Sure, last one.
Wild Candy's dick fitting in the butt.
Bro. Someone to rip these names out and then give them to me after they're ripped out. Who wants to do it?
I got
Not bad.
All
Not
right.
bad.
We will draw that after we get through the next dungeon. We're not done.
Yes.
All right. Strat Undead. This place, I got a priest killed in here. This place is scary. Actually, no, this is Strat Live. This is Strat Undead. A lot of you will be doing this. A lot. This dungeon is farmed by everyone a lot. So we'll go through it. Again, it's undead. So paladins and priests, you have a good time here. Ignore Warlock Fear. I'm going to fucking yell at Volps for even including that as CC, because fuck that. Huge number of undead mobs. Blah, blah, blah. We've gone over that. Alright. The Crypt Crawlers. Enveloping web immobilizes an enemy, increasing time between attacks by 100% and prevents casting spells for 8
That model,
seconds.
though.
Do I live before this?
No, you pull them back, and you should just get dispelled. Truthfully, I'm pretty sure it's magic. Deafening Screech silences nearby enemies, preventing them from casting spells for 8 seconds. What should you do as a healer versus this?
30-yard range.
Stay the fuck away. Exactly. You do not want to get silenced. Very bad. In a bad pull, everything's very chaotic. These guys get a silence on your healer just for the nail in the coffin. You're fucked. So, be careful pulling these guys. Crypt Beasts, same fucking thing. Range, max distance. But they also have, like, range damage, I think. These are actually two different mobs. Which one? I think the crawlers do ranged attacks.
Yep.
And you can't LOS it. It actually just goes through walls.
It's the range.
You can't.
Go, why do you play nothing but WoW for a month now? Isn't there anything else to play on the horizon? There's really not much to play right now. We've got a bunch of games coming out pretty soon, but no, it's been a great time to check it out.
That was Jimmy who typed that. That was Jimmy.
I don't care.
I'm studying.
I don't care.
Being in chat while this is going on.
I don't care. So, the crawlers have like a crazy range. You cannot LOS, and you need to pull them.
Yeah, and I want to.
Patrolling,
It's been fun.
So it's actually really difficult to pull these guys appropriately. The beasts are easier because you pull them and they're melee, they walk straight at you. But they do the same mechanics. So, either way, very difficult mobs. The Banshees, again, deafening screech, nearby silence, 8 seconds. It's not good. So healers, you'll get the whole group dies if you're close. It's an 8-second silence, or cooldowns are gonna have to be used. Which also means the tank can't taunt because taunting is a spell.
So what I
You just need to have threat.
swipe?
Swipe and maul.
Easy, got it.
So you got 2 buttons, man.
You know I got it.
Alright.
No.
Eye of Naxxramas. They patrol around the streets. They're invisible. On encounter, if not quickly killed, they summon gargoyles. So, kill them as soon as you see them because they're going to summon scary... They die in 1 hit.
That's essentially what killed Simply.
Yeah, Simply was killed by this, except it was the Eye of Kilrock. But it's the same idea. They're just patrols that alert everyone.
Is this a horde thing? What is this? That's a little concerning.
The Shadow
death
Casters,
there.
they have Cripple. These mobs are a little tough to pull because of where they are in the dungeon. You do not want to pull these guys with more packs. And it's usually 4 of them together, at least 3. It's a tough pull. They're not difficult, there's just a lot
Oh,
of
we
them.
Mr. Good Cat. I mean, I'm kind of
Cripple
interested. I'm not like super hyped
Cripple
for
is
it, but
dispellable. So.
yeah.
Necromancer, Soul Tap, and Summoning Skeletons. Again,
Hey,
these
Bowdies.
guys go together. They usually are pulled in the same group. So you got soul taps and you've got the shadow casters. It's not hard, just don't pull them with extras. Yes? Did you raise your hand?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Acolyte. Well, they are in groups, they pose no challenge. Are those the guys in the crypts or whatever? I don't know. Basically, every boss... Yeah, the acolytes. Every time you kill a boss, you have to go into the ziggurat and kill these. In order to summon the boss, you have to kill all the acolytes in every ziggurat. So. But they're not elite. Just die. Venom Belchers. These are big fucks. If you're under-geared, you only want to tank one of these at a time. And there's Bile Spewers. These guys will be mixed up together in this big room. Pull one at a time. And it's also a gauntlet. Meaning when you pull one, the next one pulls right after.
Is this performance art?
Does DPS it down fast?
It's performance.
It's really... Yes, you do, but it's so easy to meet that defense check. Honestly, you're probably going to kill it fast enough, even with no gear, that you're going to pull the next one. Be full mana. But still, it is a gauntlet, and you are locked in. A gate will close behind you, and it never stops. Until...
It's performance fart.
The boss. Well, actually, Blackguard Sentry is another set of ads. Masayoshi died to these guys. There's 4 of them, maybe 5, I'm not sure. They come out of a door together, they're pretty grouped up. Problem is, they have Shadow Shock. So mages, you can AoE them down, but even if they never get in melee, they will Shadow Shock you. It is a 20-yard range. If all of it goes off from all 5 of them at once, you're dead. So, max distance. It's not melee you're scared of, it's the Shadow Shock all at once, especially mages. And that's pretty much it. They also have a cleave, so assuming the tank is tanking all of them instead, rogues, be careful of the cleave. There's 5 of them. Bosses. This guy, Mighty Blow, he has a knockback, so it's not really... The dungeon doesn't have any fall to death mechanics, but you could get knocked back into trash. So, like always, be careful of
Stream Bonker, yeah, I think so.
Stone Spire, he's a rare. Pretty sure he's patrolling around randomly, and you might actually mistake him for a random just gargoyle, which is also patrolling randomly.
How many times have I had to fade in
It's pretty
death
tanky
to not
so
die?
It's not too bad. Just
More than a
bleed,
few.
Nothing really crazy.
When you say like rare, does that mean he's always in every?
He's not
single-
always there.
Okay.
He's rare. He's not always there. But yeah. This boss, you want to pull him back. He has a few annoying abilities, encasing webs, just like the other spiders. Pierce armor. Tanks will take a lot of damage from him, but that's pretty much it. He also spawns a bunch of ads. Just kill the ads. Not a hard boss. Pretty easy. Just, again, be careful pulling him because the way he can be pulled, there's a lot of trash around him. You want to pull him with trash. Blackguard Swordsmith? The fuck is this guy? I've never seen this guy in my life.
Oh, that's the guys who Masayoshi died to when he was
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
Is it
No,
not?
no, we already went over those guys.
Oh.
I don't know who these guys, or who this little mini boss is.
Are those
Hey,
the ones that
excuse me?
spawn off Baron?
Excuse me? He just turned around and told me to shut up.
Mine
I
is
heard that too. I heard that too.
You cannot be mean to Russell. Like a new guy just spawned in.
I was actually confused. I was like, who the fuck is that?
You got a new guild member? Alright, don't worry, what did you
Oh no, sorry. I thought, isn't this the guy where like if you loot the blacksmithing plans, he comes out?
That might actually be what it is.
Okay.
Might be right. But he doesn't have any unique loot. Maybe it's a quest mob. Like you're doing a quest and you summon him for some blacksmithing plan. I don't know. But he's easy, so nothing really substantial. This boss you need to know because this is important.
I didn't even hear what he said. Yeah, I'm not
Reduce
even sure what's
enemies'
going on,
chance
dude.
by 10%. Not a big deal, whatever. But possess. He will mind control someone in the group. In order to break the mind control, you need to DPS them, your teammate, to 50% HP. What happens here, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Number 1, warriors. You need to use your AoE fear before you fight this boss, so that if you get mind controlled, the mind control doesn't AoE fear your party. Number 2, you need to pop recklessness, so that when you get mind controlled, you don't pop wreck and kill your healer. Death Wish needs to also be used. You need to not have cooldowns, so that if you get mind controlled, they don't have it. People have died to their warriors killing them all the time. Number 2, when you're breaking the mind control, when you DPS your teammate to 50%, don't do any big bursts as you get close to 50%. Just slowly do it because you can kill your teammate if you crit really hard. Yes, Chris.
Can this make a paladin VI?
That would be insane if it could. I don't think so. We would have heard more about that if it's possible.
That would have been a clip for sure.
Yeah,
think they're
if you
gonna
get
use-
mind control to use divine intervention and kill yourself, that'd be insane.
But they couldn't cast it on you because they're not friendly.
Oh yeah,
targets.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
They shouldn't. Yes, technically.
Does PvP trinket work?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
You are mind controlled. This is a mechanic that will
There's a
happen.
delay on it too. It's like a 2-3 second delay when you hit 50%. So
Yeah, so
don't burst them.
exactly. You will go below 50%, but it doesn't just immediately end. You got like 2 seconds and people can still keep killing you. Don't kill your teammate. I shouldn't have to say
Press
that.
1.
So,
Also,
anyways.
if you go ham on her, you'll only have to do one MC at
There
most.
should only be one MC. That's it. But if it does happen multiple times, so be it. Again, use your cooldowns that you don't want the MC to have. Warriors specifically. Adrenaline Rush is also pretty scary because I think when you do get possessed, you get a massive buff. You become an actual monster that can kill things.
Tanks can't get possessed, right?
They can.
So then what happens?
You have to DPS the tank. She goes inside of you, so there's no boss. I should have explained this. When she possesses someone, she goes inside of you. Alright? And you become the boss. That's how it works.
So you can't
Anyways.
like polymorph or
Huh?
you can't polymorph or
Well, why would you polymorph it? You have to break it by getting them to 50%.
Oh, okay.
That's how you break the MC.
Is there
Very
any overburst and they die?
Huh?
Can you overburst it?
Yes!
Yeah,
You can overburst and kill
Poke, are you
your team.
listening?
I misheard, sorry.
So, your Shadow Bolts that hit
You
for
said that like 5 times.
You don't cast that. You don't. That's it. Anyways.
Anyway,
This boss has killed a lot of people, so
But if you do dots on
the dots will not carry over.
Okay.
Actually, fuck, they might.
Yeah. that's
They
what-
might carry over. I'm not sure.
Biscuit.
can you overburst them though?
Yeah.
Can they actually die?
They might not, I'm not sure. But again, be careful of the Barons. She is a bitch. This guy, very easy. Basically, you're going to pull him back, and then LOS.
Oh, they do. They do.
They do?
Chat's saying.
Okay, so the dots
I
carry
love how
over.
a lot of people in chat are like, yeah, they
Understand
said that.
The dots will carry over. He will Ice Tomb the tank, which lasts for 6 seconds. During that, he's going to attack someone else for 6 seconds. But he's not a tough boss. He doesn't hit hard. Anyone can tank it. But the tank will be CC'd for 6 seconds. That will happen. Drain mana, drain life. You can interrupt it. Frostbolt, whatever. It's not a hard boss. Here is the square. So this is the gauntlet I was telling you about. You can see the gates. This gate will close. So make sure before you pull any of these fucking fuckers, everyone is in the gate because it closes behind you. People have died because their healer gets locked out. You should also have Petries by this point. All of you. You were level 50. Petries are now your best friend. So. And
What
then
are
here's
Petries?
Ramstein Gorger. After you kill all of these guys, that is when Ramstein will
That's like the
spawn.
third time I've heard
He
them
has a
mentioned.
knockback,
What are those?
Which can fuck up your threat,
Flask
knocks back
of
the tank, and
petrification.
stuns him for 6 seconds.
Shouldn't you never die as a 50 then? Because then
Okay.
you just Petri.
Yeah, you can also get one shot though. But you're right.
yeah.
When you get 50, you have Petri.
Right.
And you should have 2 Petries in your bags at all times.
I'm with Emmy. I'll probably have like 15. So.
Perfect. Excellent. Have more. This guy can hit really hard, and his threat can be difficult because he knocks back
Oh,
and
it's
stuns the tank
Pudge.
for 6 seconds. It's not a threat drop, but when the tank is CC'd for 6 seconds, falling behind in threat, it kind of is. And he's not in the game, and he hits hard.
Can you explain lip? I actually don't know what it is.
Okay, there are 3 things. Free action potion. You are immune to all CC for 30 seconds. It will not break CC.
Yeah.
Limited invulnerability potion. You are immune to physical damage for 6 seconds. Okay? A lot of people use lips. And then there's lapse. Limited action potion. That can be used while you're stunned to break CC and make you immune to CC, like free action potion, but for only 3 seconds.
But I can only use one of those, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and if you use your healing pot, it's on CD.
so,
Yes.
so there's gonna be bosses where like use your lip
You prefab.
or you prefab.
Yeah,
or
you
you
prefab.
or you use lip during the boss, right? So he doesn't.
No, you'll just always prefab. Lips are more, or yes, limited vulnerability potions will be used a lot. A lot of the times, and Saraga taught me this, you will AoE taunt,
Yeah.
and you will limited vulnerability
Well,
potions.
what do I do as a druid? If I
AoE taunt, and you will lip. It doesn't matter that you're out of form,
yeah.
because you'll be lipped. You're immune to all physical damage.
It's like
Gotcha.
bot, basically.
But yes,
Okay.
druids are worse in a way, because you can't drink while actually taking the boss. It is a huge nerf to druids. But if you're quick, you can macro it, you can drink and go back and bear when there's no downtime.
Sweet.
You gotta be faster. No, druids are nerfed in that sense. But it shouldn't
Cool.
be too much
Got a
of an issue.
prefab chat. Prefab's
Anyways,
important.
Baron Ripon
Both
here.
in and out of game. Prefab.
This again, a lot of people died on this boss. This is one of your end game dungeon bosses. There are mechanics. This is hard. Or it can be. It shouldn't be, but it can be. Number one, he has a cleave. Okay? We all know what cleave is at this point. He has a mortal strike. Does anyone not know what mortal strike does? Emmy? Anyone else? Okay. Mortal is very generic and streamlined mechanic. It's something that reduces healing taken by 50%. Any MS, it stands for Mortal Strike, is reducing healing. And this is a heavy healing fight. There's no... Yes?
That's only on tank?
Yeah, that's only on tank.
Okay.
But this is a lot of AoE damage, and damage is going to be going out. So the fact that your tank's taking reduced healing by 50%, and you need a lot of healing, it's very scary. There is Unholy Aura. So everyone near him will be taking constant damage. That is why everyone who doesn't need to be near the boss will stay way fucking back in the corner, not taking this damage, to help the healer with Mortal Strike on the tank. Paladins have a terrible time getting this, because they have no AoE healing. It is a tough fight for Paladins. Priests at least have Renew, and Prayer of Healing, Druids, Rejuve, etc., but Paladins struggle. So, very tough fight. Shadow Bolt, you should interrupt it. He will also summon a bunch of skeletons, which can be cleaved and AoE down. So what's going to happen, the boss is in one corner, every ranged is other fucking side of the room, the skeletons spawn in, the healer, who's healing, will heal and generate threat, the skeletons will run towards the healer. The mage, or AoE, will kill those skeletons. The tank, you can cleave it, don't worry about it, they're like 1 HP. So you need to AoE those skeletons or you get overrun and you die. And that's pretty much it. Yes. Holy Water can be looted before the boss. It is a grenade, basically, that does 500 holy damage to undead. So if you don't have good AoE, collect Holy Waters and use that to kill those skeletons. This boss is scary. You are locked in. He locks the door behind him, so there's no kiting him, there's no fucking around. You just gotta get the right pull and do it right. Yes. Russell.
Mr. Fang, I would also like to add that if you're a feral or a rogue and you're invisible, walking into his room breaks your stealth.
Yes, if you walk into this room, you shouldn't, but you can test it. You will start taking Unholy Aura damage before you even pull the boss. You could stand there, take damage, and the boss isn't even pulled yet. He'll break your stealth. So, he does constant AoE damage to everyone within, 15 yards of him, 20 yards? Everyone's Shadow Bolt and healing is a 30-yard range, so it shouldn't be hitting range. Alright? Utilize the
I could have feigned, but I didn't want to give up my pet.
Boss. And that is Strat Undead.
Is this the last one?
No, we're not fucking done.
Not even close.
This is really boring. But no, there's still diorama. There's still sunken
I
temple.
love this. I'm glad that everybody's here.
Russell, I love you, man.
Thanks, man. I love you too. No problem, bro. I love you too, Cohh.
Excellent. Okay, Strat Alive. So, in the lore, it's humans versus the undead. You go to the right side, it's the undead. You go to the left side, it's the humans. We kill both. So Strat Alive. This is arguably a harder dungeon, but it's the same. It's literally the same instance, like LBRS and UBRS. Very similar. Only it's only 5 man.
Are you doing the book?
Hmm?
The book?
What about the book?
I thought it was after that last dungeon.
We're doing the polls for the book.
Poll for the, who gets
Oh yeah, the fucking book. Yeah, bring me the papers. Let's thingamajig. Our Fangsley member. All right, I did not rip these myself, so I don't know who's where. Who wants to pick this?
Me. Nah, not me.
All right,
Do not walk.
bring it over there.
What are you talking about? They'll walk all the way up.
All right, pick our Fangsley member who's helped the most, and won this raffle. They're going to get a WoW cookbook signed by all of us. I'm not sending it. So someone else is going to get it.
I just want you to know
You got it? Okay.
that you should have thought about helping me before I picked this. You didn't expect to see me up here, did you?
Don't look, guys. Don't cheat. Make it fair. I trust you, okay? You know who should win.
Jimmy Prime.
Let's see.
Hey, Harold Dan. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
The winner is... Is it Marcona? Let's go! He's insane. He's so good.
He's insane.
Just start. 100%.
Who is it? Say it again?
Marcoda.
All right.
Yeah. Right fucking
Adam X is going to get your details. Adam X is going to handle getting this to you. Is this the book we all signed?
My
This is it?
Applause,
I don't know if
please.
this is it.
We'll do the first couple of pages if it is.
I mean, fuck. Hang on.
Oh, I didn't sign that. If you guys need me to sign it.
I don't know. Text that book. If not, I don't know.
Please, Taint of Wrath, sign that.
Yeah, if anyone wants me to sign it, you know, I'll do that.
Strat Alive, another very important dungeon. This is where I got a priest killed. So, no matter who you are, you will fuck things up. This is a scary dungeon. Notable trash. Again, it's an undead place. There will be some undead. The Conjurers, they summon a water elemental. They're just really annoying. It's annoying because you want to group everything up and kill them in one big AoE pack. I'm sure you've all done it that way. Casters make it more difficult. So you can counterspell them, you can do whatever. Help them get grouped up. Crimson Initiate, they heal. It's annoying. Kick it. Simple as that. Guardsmen, Shield Bash. Ranged, you should be max range. So, because they can kick you. And you get silenced. So if you try and cast while standing near them, it's fucked.
Boom!
Berserker. These guys are pretty much not elite, but what's scary is they randomly come in. Some people will have a weak aura that it notifies you. Once you kill a random pack in Strat Live, that is when these skeletons spawn and they come in from the back. It's very random and you need to know it beforehand. They have a cleave and a pummel, but they're not difficult, just don't pull more. Patchwork Horrors. These are really big A-bombs. Always assume they hit really hard. They have a threat drop, and they hit hard. They're just simple trash, but again, threat drop and knockback, you should all know why that's scary. The Caviters, they see through stealth. So, a lot of rogues like to go up and like, ooh, let me stab something. No, you don't fucking do that. They see through stealth, and they summon small skeletons. They're scary. The Defenders, annoying paladin mobs with stuns, but not much of a threat. So, healers, priests, and paladins, you can dispel this Hodge, and you should, because they will most likely Hodge your DPS and your tank. So, big dispels on Hammer of Justice. It's a 5-second stun, and they do like 5 during the fight. It's really bad. Crimson Priests, you can sheep them or interrupt their heals as much as possible. Healers, annoying. Kill healers first. Simple. The Sorcerers, they can polymorph your healer. Very bad. Do not let them do that. Also, they do Arcane Explosion, which does a lot of damage to your group.
So basically, both these places, the tank should just... The range should always almost be at max range.
Yes. If you can, as a ranged DPS, in most cases, some exceptions, you always, and healers, want to be far away. Always. You never want, in most cases, to stand in front of people as a melee DPS, unless you're a tank, because of cleave. Almost. Yep. You see how many people have cleave. And then threat drops. You're near. It's just generic what you do as...
Generic MMO mechanics.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, boss encounters. This guy, what the hell is that model? Is that retail?
Gross. That's like RuneScape.
Alright. I'm pretty sure this guy is for the tobacco box quest. Just like the last one, not a big deal, you don't need to do it. But he spawns a bunch of ads. He has a flame
Who is this guy?
and a smoke bomb. Stunning nearby enemies for 4 seconds. I would imagine during that time, yes?
And smoking and tobacco is bad, right?
Yes,
okay.
But it's cool. So, anyways, you click on the wooden box, and that's when it spawns him with a bunch of ads. This is actually really scary. You shouldn't do this fight if you don't have to. I gotta look at people's bis lists, but yeah. This is a rare spawn, tank and spank, he's easy. Okay? But you shouldn't see him very much.
Is he not aggro?
This guy, also rare. Very easy. He's just really tough to hit. He dodges a lot. He drops something called the Flute Piccolo, which makes everyone around you dance.
I didn't get like a
I'm
warning.
looking for someone in the guild to get this for in-game guild meetings. So, anyways, cool. I haven't gotten it yet.
That was weird,
Unforgiven.
man.
This guy
That was
drops
very
a lot
weird.
of pre-raid bis helm for it. The Mask of the Unforgiven gives you 2% hit. A lot of you need this boss if you're melee DPS.
He used to aggro, but he doesn't
It's going to
anymore.
be from raids.
Oh.
ZG and AP 20.
Is it Lionheart better?
Okay, you're right. For warriors, you use Lionheart. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Good job, bro.
Magistrate Bartholos, Mighty Blow, knocks back the tank. AoE interrupt, it's not hard, it's very easy. But again, a knockback, scary. We're scared of all knockbacks. Timmy the Cruel, tank and spank, enrages, but nothing. Alright, this guy, an actual mechanic. He knocks the tank away often, close range interrupt. What's going to happen? Ads start coming down the hallway. Someone has to pick up the cannonball, and you use it on the cannon, and you kill the ads. It's a fun little mechanic, but you do have to do it regardless. Healers usually do it, but anyone can. Someone has to. If you don't, you get overrun with that. It's very bad. This guy, Bursting Winds, he casts Pyroblast. You can literally kick it, or just LOS it. There's plenty of LOS. Just walk behind a wall at the end of the 8-second cast. What?
Is he in a guild?
Seems to be in Roach Out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because it's Asmongold.
Same haircut.
It's supposed to be Asmongold.
There's a subtle joke in there. I just now got it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. Fire Nova. We talked about why that's scary. Pyroblast is scary, but you can literally just kick it and LOS it. Burning Winds, if it goes on the healer, be ready to use CDs. So stuns an enemy and inflicts damage over 8 seconds. Can you imagine how a healer being stunned for 8 seconds is really bad. So it's random. Alright, the last boss in Strat Live. Mind controls a player. Bad. Unlike the last mind control, this will break after a certain duration, so you're going to polymorph them or CC them with what you have. He also has a psychic screen. Every single bit of trash should be dead, so you shouldn't be getting feared into any mobs. And then he can sleep a random player that can be cleansed. All of these can be bad if they're done on the healer, okay, or the tank. It can be easy and ignorable, or it can be really scary.
Wait, can he mind control the tank?
Yes.
And then what happens to the boss?
I mean, I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't know. Pretty sure you should. Maybe he won't mind control the highest threat. I'm not sure the details on that, but
I just get this. He can mind control everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Can be very scary. Can be very easy.
You're talking about the AoE stun he does? Because I got too close as a healer.
You're right.
It stunned me and the tank and almost killed shooting.
He has 2 phases. So he spawns in as this human, and then you get him down to 50, and he turns into the, what are those called again? Dreadlord?
Well, okay, so
there are 2 phases. The first phase, he does a random big AoE hodge.
If I'm a tank,
here's what you do. You hit the boss,
right,
and you hit Maul.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Right.
That's your job.
What happens if I get mind control and it runs after Emmy?
You can't do anything.
Just give me my fault. You know it is. What do I do?
She's got to
you got to tank the fucking fault. Because you're right. Like if you're, especially as a druid, the problem with druids, it's hard to CC a druid. You can't be polyed. Because you can't be feared. You can be scattered. You can be freezing trapped. There are CCs in the game, but it's more difficult and more aids. That's why druids tend to be worse tanks than warriors. But great off tanks. But you got to play around this stuff as a druid and know what you can do. Honestly, I would go in, fucking prefab, fuck it.
Maybe what if I bring on my group? I bring someone that can also act like a warrior.
Like an off tank? Yeah, you can. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
A good fury warrior.
That sounds actually really good.
You just
Hey, next slide. We're ready to go.
Right. Sunken Temple.
I think I need to do this, right?
You're a druid. What do you need to do it for?
I don't think I need to, but...
Don't do this dungeon.
Warriors have to do this.
Yeah,
They need
warriors
damage blast. But this dungeon really drops no good gear. It's pretty worthless. Regardless, let's go through it.
Wake is making a face.
I was gonna say, just try to do this before you hit 60, because like I don't have my flask yet, and it's a fucking pain to get people who want to do it. It's a fucking.
No one wants to do it. There are some good quests in there.
Flask
You
of
can't
what?
get a group. Say again?
You said flash.
It's a warrior quest.
Yeah, warrior trinket.
Warrior gets their Abyss trinket from a quest line.
Like 75 strength.
Now, let me ask you a question. As one of the tanks, they go, is it my obligation to help, or can I just say...
Your obligation is to get geared yourself.
Yeah.
Number 1. Because you not only need to get a threat set, you need a mitigation set, and you need a fire resist set.
What? It's not one set?
No, you need multiple sets.
Why am I watching this? Because I'm in this guild.
He's fucked. So that is...
And I might raid with
him
him
have
one
a
day.
set. So, okay. Ragnaros, specifically. He will knock the tank away. Me. When he does that, you taunt and you hold threat. Ragnaros does 80% fire damage.
Okay.
So you need to have unbuffed 150 fire res. And then with buffs, you will get to 300, which is fire resist cap. To get that, you need to get 2 20 fire resist enchants out of BRD. From the portrait, you have to get those. Then you need to get fire resist gear. Their bosses in BRD drop gear that has a random enchantment. You need to run that over and over until it rolls of the bear. That's your fire resist gear.
What?
Also, UBRS drops some necklaces, etc. that has fire resist gear. You need 150. I have my druid. My druid is set and ready to go. You can literally just copy it, but you still have to farm it. You need 3 sets.
Yeah, don't sell fire resist or anything.
Not to mention also, as a druid, you need to farm pummelers.
Do I really need to do that?
Yes. That is the only reason Feral Druid is viable.
So much content.
Bro, I have to ignore it on every day.
You need to farm before Molten Core. You should have at least 30 pummelers.
Oh, this is
Are
going
you,
so
are
far.
you serious? You want to be a druid, by the way?
It's too
I'm
late.
being serious. I'm dead serious. We need to have 1 per boss plus on trash if you want to min-max.
You can go healer, man. You want to go healer?
No, I'm tank.
So, to give you an idea, pummelers give you 50% attack speed for 30 seconds. And your threat modifier is doing maul over and over really fast. So obviously attack speed, more mauls. That's why druids are so good, is because you can actually do insane threat while also doing crazy mitigation. You don't need good, crazy DPS gear to do high threat. You just need a pummeler. So that's the benefits of being a druid, yes.
Sorry, what's a pummeler?
It's a feral druid. So in Nomergen, there's a boss that drops a level 29 mace. That mace has only 3 that increases your attack speed by 50%. Other classes don't want to use it because it's a level 29 weapon. Why would they? It's terrible DPS. But a feral druid doesn't care. They don't give a fuck about the DPS because they go bear form and that doesn't matter. And the on-you still works in bear form. So you farm pummelers as a druid tank or a cat DPS. It's really awful. But he has to do it because he signed up.
But good news is, I was talking to Tectone when he said he'd do it with you.
Oh!
So I reroll as a healer.
Hey, it's our first necklace!
You can. Western druids, we actually
Okay.
Fanny, I don't know if we have anyone else. They are they save people's lives.
Applause, if you please.
Consistent
I'll take it.
heals in the raid.
I'm a resto druid.
You're not.
We're now fully kitted out outside of earrings.
She has stayed the whole meeting. I will say that.
Woo!
So, anyways, let's go through Sunken Temple.
She's out west of the TV. She can't even see anything.
It doesn't matter.